Hello everyone and welcome to the start of my F1 23 driver career mode. Here we'll be doing driver career mode with Tauri and see if we can become champions in 1 year with the worst car on the grid. If you want me to also do a my team, comment down below. And then so we're going to skip straight to F1. I don't think we should start in F2 because we want to go straight into F1. We'll do a custom season, and the races that we will be doing are 16 races, and we won't have Azerbaijan. I did remove Imola initially, but then decided I do want Imola in. So we're going to put Imola back in, and this is our calendar for the season. So Bahrain to Saudi Arabia to Australia to Miami, then Imola, then Spain, Canada, Austria, Silverstone, Belgium, Monza, Qatar, and then the last remaining races at Las Vegas and Abu Dhabi. Las Vegas, Brazil and Abu Dhabi. So we're going to do a full qualifying format and a 35% race, approximate weather, and to make this possible for us to win, we're going to have us on increased R&D and cash and reduced for the AI. And also we're going to have the fault frequency on high. Let's confirm and start the career. Now the first things that the driver, I'm just going to skip through and we're going to go straight to the team selection. We can go with Tauri as they have the worst car on the grid. And we're going to choose Sonoda as our teammate. Let's advance straight into the first admin. So first thing we're going to do is here at AlphaTauri, so we're going to boost our R&D to 10% more, and we'll do this to 25% when we get the cash. So we want to get as much R&D in as possible. We're also going to buy an aerodynamics upgrade for Bahrain and a chassis upgrade also for Bahrain. Our cars, as you can see, quite close to McLaren at the moment. And then we're going to get some more resource points, and we'll see if we can do anything with those after the car reveal, which we're going to go to now. There we go then, the car reveal complete. We're going to see if we can purchase any more upgrades for Saudi Arabia or Australia with this next weekly resource points. And as you can see, we'll hopefully be towards the middle, towards the end of the season, according to our team principal, Franz Tost. But I want to be going for the championship. I'm not sure if that's possible. We're going to buy another aerodynamics upgrade though for Saudi Arabia, hopefully if it can come in on time. And then if we look at we're actually not bad on durability and the chassis and aero, it's just the power. So let's go straight into the race weekend. Obviously, first things first, we're going to have to do practice, and the first one's unskippable, but I'll be using quick practice most of the time. So I won't be showing this on the actual recording because I'll be doing quick practice most of the time. And we'll be spending our R&D here in the screen. The audio wasn't the best there, but now we obviously skip practice and we're straight into qualifying. But first we've got a bit of R&D to spend. We're gonna buy another aero upgrade and a chassis upgrade. That's going to come in on time for Australia. I thought about rushing it, but decided against it. We want all the upgrades we can at the moment, and we don't particularly want to be having to repurchase any. And I won't be buying any durability upgrades for the start of the season because I just don't think it's worth it. It doesn't actually improve the car. As you can see, I do have enough R&D points to buy it, but I decided not to buy it. The gearbox upgrade. And that's all we can buy at the moment. So we're going to go straight into qualifying off with Q1, Q2 and Q3, but I don't expect us to get out of Q1. Here we go then for our first flying lap in Q1. See where we can put the car initially. I was thinking that this is going to be our only flying lap in Q1 because if I want to see put the best time on the board as possible, because I'll need the soft tyre sets for the other sessions. I'll probably be doing 3 runs if I can make it through. If I don't think I'm going to make it through, then I will do another lap on a new set of soft tyres. So nice first sector so far. Take a bit too much curb during a bit here, a bit too much curb there. But we get a decent exit. Weaving a bit on the straight, that's going to cost us a bit of time. Nice flat out section. I've loved this section of the track, my favourite part. And the braking. Taking a bit too much curb there as well. It's not been a bad lap. Pretty decent. Don't know if it'll make it through. We'll see how this compares to other people's times. A bit too much curb there as well. But as we cross the line, we're going to go 1:32.0, just ahead of Sonoda and 0.2 slower than Bottas. P8 and 9 at the moment. Alonso down in 16th, which surprised me, but by the end of qualifying, others have improved so much. I didn't go out for another run, that we and Sonoda, both of us, have been knocked out. So this is maybe just where the car is at the moment. Maybe I should have gone for another lap. I think there was time to find. We could have made it through. A very small gap, about 0.003 of a second difference between Logan Sargent and us. Both Williams make it through to Q2 though, which is quite impressive. So now we're going to be starting from P18 on the grid for the race. This is going to be difficult. Obviously we'll be wanting points this race, but I'm not sure if that's possible. But let's go straight into it.
Testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities in turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Time to see how our drivers are stacking Saturday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, Leclerc, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Cole, Norris, Ocon, Bottas, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Sargent, Joe, Tsunoda, and Alpha Tauri, Magnussen, and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. Now it's time to head down to the track. This season had a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today, as once again we get another year of Formula One underway. We're into those 10 few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot tank of the weight of other cars in practice. They haven't been pushing it 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Hope so as well, with no upgrades to our durability.
I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Immediately thinking about the medium-soft strategy here, if it's faster, but we stick with the soft-medium in the end, as everyone else is around us is on the soft, and we want to get the best start possible. Surprised, Verstappen and most of the top 10 are on the hards and mediums, only Hamilton in third on the softs. But, like I say, we're going to be doing a soft-medium. Let's go. First we've got the formation lap though. And it's going to take us a while to get going on the formation lap, because we're so far back, but hopefully a couple races time will be a bit further up the order getting into Q2.
Stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of this lap.
Okay, let's hope so. Here we go. 0.4 meters. That's a good parking slot from us. Here we go then. 5 red lights. Ahead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. We don't get the best start ourselves. We actually go into the neutral gear. But we do manage to stay ahead of Magnussen initially before we get a bit of wheel spin, and he actually powers past us. A Constantina effect into turn 1. We managed to go down the inside and just get Bottas up into P12, but then Bottas re-overtakes us down into P13. Albon ahead. Really impressive stuff in the Williams. As Gasly now with the Renault engine, I'm surprised he's so close to us. They're trying to go down our inside. We shut him out, and now hopefully trying to get a move on Bottas into turn 8, I think this is. Go down the inside of the flying Finn, squeeze him out. Good exit. Nice, up into P12, and trying to chase down Albon. I hope that we will be able to overtake him despite being in a slower car. Maybe hang on to him with DRS. Norris in 10th, starting on the hard tyres. Bottas re-overtakes us with the Ferrari engine. We can't fight him at the moment. Hopefully later in the season we will be able to. As a really decent first lap from P18 up into P12. We think about going back down the inside of Bottas. Maybe take out that bollard on the right, I'm not sure. It's now Gasly goes right back down our inside, and we have to hang it around the outside, almost run into the back of him, into his rear left, as Hamilton sets the fastest lap, and he leads the way on the soft tyres. If you remember, he started on the softs and now has taken the lead off both of Verstappen and overtaken Sainz for second. But now Albon and Bottas fighting each other. Bottas trying to get past. It's 2x2 is that's Norris and Ocon up ahead as well. Bottas has to stay behind Albon, but if they fight enough, we might be able to gain some positions from this, because they're going to lose time to each other. Ocon and Norris still going for it. It's through this windy sector 1. Ocon now is the inside. Surely he's going to get the move done as we go down the inside of Bottas for the second time. Clip Albon's rear end. Don't think we have any damage. Hasn't shown up if anyway, as Norris now is on the inside. Has he kept the place? No, Ocon holds it round the outside. and gets ahead with a better exit, as that's left Norris really exposed to Albon, who's going to go for the move, get a toe off Ocon up ahead, and we might be able to go for the move as well. If Albon compromises Norris's line enough, Norris does lose the position. Albon's then lost the position. We have to just lift off a bit there. But then we go down the inside, those hard tyres not firing up for Norris as they perhaps he would have hoped to, but it's to be expected early on. Now we're staring points at Alex Albon. Hamilton with another fastest lap of the race, as we could try and get Albon here on this straight with enough slipstream. But no, he pulls away from us with that Mercedes engine, a lot more power than the Red Bull engine ago. We're all over Albon's gearbox as we're going to go for the move. As we were just in that in there before in the DRS train. I've had enough. I want to try and chase down Ocon, and we get DRS as well, and we got points. There's now, and we go into neutral gear there. I had to brake so late, but by the end of the lap, despite having DRS off Ocon at the start, we end up losing the DRS, and he's gained 2 seconds on us in that one lap. And now Valtteri Bottas, who has overtaken Albon, could be going for a move here, sizing up an opportunity to overtake us into turn 1 under DRS and a bit of slipstream. So now he's going to gain on us. We pull to the inside, but Bottas absolutely flies past us. And Albon now goes for the move. We just go right back down the inside of Bottas. Really deep. A really good move too. And now we get DRS as well to defend. Is that a Williams who's spun or something? I think it's a Williams at the into turn 1. It's not Albon, it must be Sargent. It's not an Alpine. I'm pretty sure it's a Williams, it must be Sargent, who spun at turn 1. As we go really way off here, and that's not going to help us. Bottas now will have DRS here on this straight, and because of us going off, we've lost a bit of time. He could go for the move, but we are 5 tenths ahead, I think. Oh, it's not Bottas. It's Albon, who's re-overtaken Bottas. We obviously compromised Bottas's line so much into turn 1. As now, at the end of the lap, Albon's going to go for a move. Down the inside, we give him the room. A bit of a tap on the rear end there. As we ask our pit stop information, because we feel the tyres are going off. As we are pitting in 2 laps time then, we move out the slip. We don't let Albon get any slipstream. We move outside and have to defend to the inside into turn 1. Take some curb on the exit and really push the car. Albon's now 8 tenths behind us, so I don't think he'll be going for a move this lap on this straight, but we go really deep, and that's not going to do us any favours. The tyres clearly beginning to wear. Maybe the mediums and the hards becoming the better tyre. There's Albon now fighting with Gasly. No, that's Bottas with Gasly, actually, I believe. And then Albon still on our tail. We've dropped Bottas and Gasly. As yes, our engineer confirms that we will be losing some tyre grip now. It's Albon with DRS here. He's not going to go for a move, I don't think, but you can never be too sure. He does like the overtake, does he, Alex Albon? As Bottas and Gasly still fighting, losing them so much time when they should really be chasing us, as they're in a lot faster cars, especially Gasly. As we go off again, and Albon's going to have a massive opportunity here to go for the move. We go defensive to the inside. Albon doesn't go for the move, but he will have DRS here to overtake us. We pull up to the right hand side to stop him getting any slipstream, but he follows us and goes for the move. Not much we can do about it there. So we dive back down the inside, think about it, but then into turn 1, we're going to get DRS to try and re-overtake him if we can. we using ERS, using our battery, we don't go for the move, or we do late braking. I didn't think I was going to go for the move there. We do go wide. That wasn't legal whatsoever. Yeah, it was nice work, but we did go off the track mark. That wasn't legal, I don't think. I'm going to have to watch that. The FIA should be giving me a 5-second penalty. I should at least be giving the position back, but we don't, and we keep P10. But now Albon has DRS and he's going to re-overtake us if he can, but we hold it around the outside, squeeze him really tight to the line, to the inside line. He compromises, and we compromise his line enough that he's not going to go wheel to wheel with us. It's now on lap 8. Our pit window opens. Gasly's caught up to us as Albon flies by. Gasly's also going to go for the move here, I think. Yep, he does. We're going to go down the inside, back on Albon. Albon goes deep, locks up, yellow flags. What's happened there then? It's a green flag racing again, but what has happened to Alex Albon? Is Gasly now behind us? He's out of the race. What happened there then? So Albon's turned in and Gasly's wheel is just there and he's broken his whole front wing and yeah, he just retires. Just retired. Wow. And is that going to bring out a safety car? Yes, it is. On our pit window, that is perfect timing. So we are going to pit this lap then, definitely, for the medium tyre. That's just going to screw everyone over who's on the hards or mediums. Especially those mediums are going to have to do the hard tyres, and with the whole field bunching up, it's not going to help anyone at all. So we're going to box this lap. Everyone else pitting. It's going to give Sargent a way back into the race from his earlier spin. Everyone's double stacking. Sonoda double stacking with us. So we pit, good stop from the crew. 2.3. We haven't lost any places or gained any, which is unfortunate from everyone else double stacking, but I guess we were too far away to really gain any time. But we have to catch the safety car now and see if we can make any overtakes on Ocon and Stroll, who's on the hard tyres, and almost go wide there again. As Sargent is out of the race. He's had an engine failure, so it's a double DNF for Williams in the opening round at Bahrain. We go racing, we try and get the jump on Ocon, but his wheel's in the way, so that compromises us, and we get an awful exit, and Norris is on our back. But there's going to be, due to the concertina effect into turn 1, we get a chance, and we go back down the inside off Stroll and Ocon. Brave move, we go to neutral gear there, a snap of oversteer, getting on the throttle a bit too early, but we do keep the position. But Stroll then, no we do not, tries to go round our outside, but on those hard tyres, sort of being stone cold, but he somehow manages to go down our inside. He's in a much quicker car than us though, so I don't expect anything to be really beating him today, but we do go back down the inside, go very deep. As now, all I'm trying to do is just stick to the DRS of Perez, Russell, Leclerc and Alonso. Since they're out of order, Perez should be really getting a podium this race, if not the win. As Sainz leads the race. Not sure when that happened, but Stroll and a quicker car does re-overtake us, but now with DRS being available soon, we could try and have a go at him, but now with no ERS usage, hopefully with a bit of slipstream, we're going to try and come back at us, use the RS, because Norris is going for the move. Stroll blocks him off. We're going to try to go round the outside. Ooh. Almost pushing Stroll through these corners here. Takes some curb. down the inside with ERS. Much better grip now on the medium tyres. Stroll on the outside doesn't. Even with the racing line, can't get the better exit, and we take the position. Now we've got to catch up to Perez if we can. If they begin to fight, we could catch them up and use the DRS. We've gone green in the first sector. I don't think it was about. I think it was actually pretty decent sector time. And by the end of by the middle of lap 14, Stroll is still on our tail. And he's going to go for the move on the inside. We're going to squeeze him and swoop back around the outside, go off the track a bit there. Need to sort out these track limits in these next couple of episodes, to be honest. It's like Netflix. But with our fighting with Stroll, Perez has chased down 2.4 seconds. Yep, we go off the track again. 2.5 seconds, and I'm not sure if we will be overtaking them. Definitely not overtaking them. Maybe catching up to them to get DRS. As now we start lap 15. Behind us, Norris going for a move on Stroll. DRS now enabled. So now I think the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso is fighting with George Russell up ahead. I'm not sure. No, Perez. Yep, he is. And then they're going wheel to wheel. I need them to keep doing this to lose time, because Perez is going to try and go for a move possibly here as well. As we have caught up to them by the end of lap 16, and we do have DRS. Now this is going to be really helpful in keeping Norris and Ocon at bay. I'm not sure what happened to Stroll on the hards, clearly not working for him as he would have hoped. And this is really good of them fighting. And now Perez, again we go off the track. As now by the end of lap 19 we're fighting to keep within DRS, so maybe Alonso's hard and now finally giving them better grip than the mediums. 27%, yep, but going deep, maybe not the best for us. With our older tyres, Alonso could maybe be going for a move on Russell, as Perez is now overtaking him as well. As we are now on our last lap, there's not been much to report since we got DRS in the DRS train off Alonso, but now we've lost DRS. We were a good second away from Ocon, but he's caught up to us. It shows how much we were relying on the DRS in the train. But we should be able to come home here for P8. I can't see Ocon and Norris going for the move here. Sainz wins it for Ferrari from the front row from second place. Verstappen comes home in P2. Right, it was a photo finish, it looks like, with Sainz and Verstappen as we come home for P8, a really impressive drive. Really pleased with that drive. We get driver of the day from P18. Hamilton, I think, finished in third. Not sure if Alonso did get Russell.
I really feel the track layout and the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars were reliable and tyres at just the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. It just looks so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it just clicks. The car winners now, race, tremendous effort by Ferrari. The history is well known, so it's no surprise the fans got rolled over. They could come out on top once again.
that was the end of our first race here in Bahrain. P8, a really solid
Let's see how the
finish
driver
there.
standings have changed. Carlos Sainz now leads the Drivers' Championship as a result of his great performance today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day? Carlos Sainz certainly wasn't someone to scoff about. His ability to follow race strategies throughout with pinpoint precision has to be commended. It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action.
We're in P8 in the Drivers' Championship and P5 in the Constructors, which is really good for us. Next we're up with Saudi Arabia. Sonoda, unfortunately, not the best weekend for him. I think he finished P18. Some more driver acclaim and some more weekly resource points for us, but we're going to be spending them next episode because that is the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have and you're new, please like and subscribe and turn notifications on, and you'll see you guys for the next video. Goodbye.